Good evening, people. Finally I found some time to take a good look at my new mill. And this is the first run of the new mill at my new workshop. I am only running the vertical spindle now. And I think it's turning at around 60 RPM. And I think it's pretty damn quiet. Let me give you a better look. There is oil flowing, but it is really dirty. When I came here, I bought 20 liters of new transmission oil, and I'm gonna change all the oils. This thing has its different oils in the main gearbox, in the ram gearbox, and also in the feed box. I'm gonna change all of those and put some grease in the bearings of the universal spindle. And let me give you a quick look at the controls. Oh, let me first see you the digital readout, which is pretty nice. And you can use manual controls or you can use the push button controls. And each feed has its own buttons. Right here it moves the table to the right and to the left and up and down and further and closer. And it has rapid traverse by this button. If I press here and then this one, it does rapid. It's pretty nice. And also it has this switch which halves the feed speed. So if I press the feed, it is now slow, and when I switch this one, it switches to fast feed. It's pretty nice. And what else? The coolant pump, it doesn't seem to work. Let's see. Oh, it does work. Okay. And it has some coolant in it. I don't know about the condition of the coolant. It might be terrible. Nothing coming out so far. I'll have to take a look at that. And what else? And this is spindle on and this is spindle off. And actually so far I haven't been able to run the universal spindle by this control panel. It does run from the other panel. I don't know why. I still need to take a little better look at this mill. Oh, and one very bad thing. The Z-axis digital readout sometimes gives error after some use. It works for some time and then it says error. I think it might be the problem with the scale itself right here, which is pretty bad. I might have to buy a new one. But when I just press reset, it just works for a little time again. But the other axes are fine. Yeah. And some other features, of course. Let me switch this down. Oh, and it also has... let me switch down the radio. It has spindle brakes on both spindles. Electromagnetic brakes. So when I press off, it breaks the spindle. Just like my old vertical mill. And let me tell you a few words about this universal head. It has a quill, which I really like, so I can do some angle drilling also. It has 80 millimeters of quill travel, which is not much, but I guess it's gonna be enough. and it has number 40 taper on the universal head and a 50 taper in the the horizontal head, which is good because I have a lot of tools and shanks for both tapers. If they were both 50 or 40, I would need to sell some of my tooling. I think this is the way to go actually. And a few words about the gear changes, about the vertical head. It's pretty nice. You pull this lever out and then you switch whatever gear you want. Let's put in, say, 100 RPM, and then you just let this lever go back. It's pretty nice. So no levers, which I like. And the beam for the universal head has the standard type gear change. And it has speeds from 50 to 1600 RPM. And this one here goes from 1600 to 31.5. And what's also nice, it has a power drawbar right here. And it works with this lever switch. When I press here, it breaks the tool free. It's pretty powerful. It needs a little tap with a soft hammer. And then like this until it clicks, it's ready. And I haven't taken out the spindle yet, so I don't know what kind of a pull knob it has. Maybe it has that kind of a pull knob that I don't have in any of my other tools. So maybe I can't use the power drawbar system. But I plan to figure out the system to use it because it's pretty handy. And what else? It has a new way oil pump. This pumps oil, I think, to all of the table movements. But I still haven't figured out all of the oiling system. I have all the user manuals for this mill. This actually I think is some kind of a oil pump too. It doesn't seem to be doing much at the moment. I'll need to take a look at it. And what else? The feed change is exactly the same as my older vertical mill. You just pull this out and put a new gear in and put the lever back in. And the weights look good, but I haven't done any measuring yet. I am planning to make a video about properly inspecting this mill. And it has a working light. I still haven't tested it, but it should be working. And this is the electrical cabinet. Quite a bit of electrics. You see, I made a nice tweak to the door switch, so I can have the door open when the electrics are on. Just don't touch anything inside. And this mill has some kind of primitive automatic cycles to it. This is the programming system. I have no idea how it works, but all of that is in the user manual. The table is pretty good. Some shows of use, but nothing serious. It's pretty good. And I also got the two vices, which are here. They're pretty nice. I like them. And this one. I just took it off. I'm gonna take the spindle out now and see what the pulling knob is like. And a few more words about the universal head. It does full 360 this way, and it does 45 in this way, and I think it does almost full turn this way also. So I can also rotate this head like this and use it as a horizontal spindle to do some boring work, for example. Okay, I think this pretty much wraps things up. I have been doing some cleaning. My vacuum cleaner is full of chips now. I cleaned most of them out from the table and the front of the machine, but I still need to do some cleaning right here. And I need a new rubber carpet way cover, and the vertical waste I still haven't cleaned, but I will do that, and I will also clean the rest of the machine completely. And about the motors, the main motor for the horizontal spindle is 7.5 kilowatts. It's pretty big, and the universal head motor is 3 kilowatts. And this, I think it's like 250 watts. And I made a little bit of damage to this motor while we were moving this machine. I had a load strap going too close to this, and it snapped off. The cables are still okay, but the insulation was stripped off. So I need to, probably I will cut the wires at the points where the insulation is bad and do some kind of a replacement. I think that damage is pretty small compared to the whole job that we did. Oh, it's error again. I'll have to take a look at the DRO. I need to get it working. Okay, I think this finally wraps things up. I might give you a new look when I have things cleaned up. Or maybe I will just jump into my first job with this mill. I already have 2 jobs waiting to be done, and I'm gonna use this mill to do them. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you will soon see some chips flying again. And my lathe is still being ground, but it will be back in a few weeks. I'll keep you posted about that. But right now I'm pretty busy with this mill, so I don't really miss my lathe now. But soon I will miss it again, and I will get it back soon. Okay, so thanks for watching and see you again. Bye.